ALPHA-DRACONIANS or CIAKAHRR. Reptilian beings originating from the Thuban star system, or Alpha Draconis, which is 215 light-years from Terra or Earth and was formerly your pole star. They are sapient reptoids who were dumped here by another vastly superior reptilian race, the Terran, who are from another dimension. Their original home worlds are named Lokas and Talas, and the points of entry into our known universe were through interdimensional portals in the zone of the Thuban and Alwade systems. They strive in hydrogen-based ecosystems on desert planets. ALPHA-DRACONIANS name themselves CIAKAHRR and are considered, by their technological advancement in warfare, as a master reptilian race. You find them also named Dracos or Dracs. Their bodies possess consequent coverage in order to protect their skin from attacks, while the upper caste have wings allowing them to travel fast. Quite tall creatures, they are heavily built and covered in scales, or sometimes a plated hide and in some specific cases, feathering. All these variations depend on their caste. This is a violent race, and their culture is based on war. CIAKAHRR see Terrans or humans as a source of nourishment, trade and slavery, so they do not particularly have patience for humans, and they are blamed for a large percentage of abductions. Although it is often alleged that a warrior race doesn't always screens intelligence, the Draconians make exception to this rule. They are indeed very intelligent, to a certain measure, and are also expert geneticists, to a certain point also. They possess either 3 or 5 long clawed fingers with an opposable thumb with talons on the ends, a large inferior jaw, holes for ears, and large eyes. Their genitalia are hidden by a flap of skin. They wear very little clothes except for extra armor, often seen with a belt used as an invisibility device. The faces of these creatures are a mix of lizard humanoid. A central ridge comes down from the top of their heads and their eyes have vertical golden iris and black pupils. Sometimes, the iris or the entire eye has small red splotches of blood. They are cold-blooded and need an adequate environment to maintain their body moist and at temperature. Nonetheless, their scales protect them from moisture loss, larger and thicker on their back. They are also fitted for space travel due to their ability to hibernate. They have supernatural powers such as shape-shifting, not all members. Telepathy. Interdimensional traveling, most races can't. Cloaking, for high-ranking members only. To have that power, a reptilian must be first accepted in an elite group that infiltrates and has co-founded the Illuminati. They are differentiated in 2 first types. The Terra, or Earth Draconians, and the Off-World Draconians. The Terra, or Earth's Draconians predate Terran or Earth's humans over hundreds of millions of years. Like other reptilians, they claim to have originated on Terra or Earth millions of years ago, a fact they use to justify their attempt to retake this planet for their own. This is disputed. The truth being that, they found it before anybody else and disputed its ownership with the Lyrans, Seleucii and Anunnaki, claiming it as theirs. Any other new visiting race was considered by them as invasive. Because of their ability for interdimensional travel, the Galactic Federation of Worlds has tried locking the Terra, or Earth's Draconians, into the 3rd dimensional plane, and also tried blocking the off-world Draconians to penetrate the Terran star system by an energy barrier at the outskirts of the solar system. CIAKAHRR were one of the first species to reach interstellar travel level, and they have obstructed the evolution of many cultures, preventing them from achieving the same level of technology. They also seeded many worlds with their biological offsprings and hybrids, considering themselves as original rulers of controlled worlds, superior to the indigenous species they see as inferior races. They are also interested in harvesting Terra's or Earth's resources, utilizing in that aim the local populations to do the job for them. This is done by a hidden control of the mining corporations and industrial companies. You are confronted with a belligerent civilization that breeds from eggs boosted with hormones quickening the birth to create strong warriors, who can live underground and in the most remote and hostile parts of your planet. They are attempting to take over the planet in what we call the window of opportunity, which is the period before a federated society becomes an interplanetary and interstellar power, and yours is now beginning to close. The problem is that we of the Galactic Federation of Worlds cannot give you right now the technology of interstellar travel because you are not yet federated among yourselves as a unique peaceful society. You need to grow and mature to reach by yourselves this liminal threshold in your evolution, and believe me, we are doing the best in our capacities to hasten you getting there as quickly as possible. On the other side, all these invasive races such as Greys and Reptilians are at the moment working very hard to maintain this window open by retaining advanced technology from the Terrans or Earth society and entertaining confusion, conflicts and wars. Imagine the day you are all finally federated as one, on your home planet that you finally, truly own, and able to colonize other worlds, finding solutions to the overpopulation and environmental issues. Counting also the fact that Terrans or humans possess inborn fighter nature, the CIAKAHRR fear that time when Terrans or humans will reach interstellar travel. Terrans or humans will become a threat to the Reptilian Empire's agenda, and Reptilians do not want this to happen. Their ships have wide-range variations, often discoidal, but one there is constant. CIAKAHRR motherships are huge, large rectangular vessels. Language and communication. Their language sounds like rolling atonal guttural vocalizations, growls and clicking noises, quite loud and uncomfortable to hear, partially the reason why their telepathic abilities are so well refined. The warriors rarely speak, communicating with each other and their superiors non-vocally. They call themselves CIAKAHRR, which means individual, when addressing each other. They call Terra or Earth Shan, and Terrans or humans Shanai. Social structure. It follows rather an insect-like caste-based structure than a reptile social structure, and is composed of three main castes: the CIAKAHRR, royalty and elites. The CIAKAHRR royalty are sealed individuals with beige or greenish-brown colors, and they measure about 18 to 25 feet tall. They have curved horns, a tail, and wings which are flaps of skin articulated by extensions of their ribs and that can be folded back tight to the body. They have large golden red to blue eyes, with vertical slit pupils. Because of their size, psychic ability and wings, CIAKAHRRs were mistaken as your legendary dragons, in which confusion you gave this name to the constellation where they originate from, Draconis. They are known to have for symbol the winged serpent. The elites are usually black and brown with yellow or red striping and weigh up to 1,900 pounds. Also winged. They thrive on inducing fear to their subjects, preying especially on the youngest subjects for food, notably Terran or human children, to feed upon as a delicacy. As I mentioned already, Terran or human children subject to intense fear produce a substance the CIAKAHRR are particularly fond of. Some CIAKAHRR can also see across or move to other planes.